Gotta someone who understands the life you live must be.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Carmel, and I'm back with another freaking commentary. Today, you guys, I'm going to be getting into Plastic Surgeon Reacts to Botched. How big is too big? I've watched a video from this guy before. It's definitely interesting to get his take on it because, you know, he is a plastic surgeon. This is his job. So to see like what he has to say about some crazy surgeries is definitely interesting. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. If you haven't already, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, let's see what they are talking about today. Okay. Get the full screen. Okay, there we go.
Of fat was injected into my butt my first surgery. My second, it was about 900 cc.
Jeez.
My name is Dr. Anthony Yoon, and I'm known as America's Holistic Plastic Surgeon. On this video, we are going to watch and react to an episode of Botched. And this one is about BBL, the most dangerous cosmetic surgery being performed today, otherwise known as booty enhancement. Let's watch.
Well, you know, it's all
I didn't
about
know it was
the
the
booty.
most dangerous.
Make
That's
it big,
crazy.
really poke it out. I carry every ounce of fat from my body in my butt. When I first started working at the steel mill, it was amazeballs. Being the only female member to do what I did, it brought me up to transforming myself into this superhero type person. I weighed 310 pounds. I saved up and decided that I wanted to have some liposuction. I wanted to use my fat and not throw it away. 1,200 cc's of fat was injected into my butt my first surgery. My second, it was about 900 cc.
First thing before
That's
we
too
get
much
into the
booty.
butt is that she lost a lot of weight, and so kudos to her. It is not easy to lose weight, and for her to do that and then to feel great about her body is absolutely awesome. Well, now let's talk about her behind, her butt. She had 1,200 cc's injected into each butt cheek in her first surgery. That is a lot
That's
of
crazy.
fat. And you know what a 2-liter soda pop is? So you take about 1,200 cc's of that 2,000 cc's, so it's a good amount in each butt cheek. But it's not absolutely unusual. But the fact that she went back and had another 900 cc's injected,
too
now
much.
we're getting into massive territory here. Now, back when I used to do buttock enhancement surgery, I would put in anywhere from about 300 to 600 cc's. I no longer perform that operation, though, because of the potential risks, and we'll talk about that shortly.
Superwoman, she stops traffic, baby. But I'm unhappy with the shape of my butt.
When you look at her, you can see this almost impossibly thin waist with this large behind. And that's the type of
It's
shape
not
that you
even-
see in people who've had a lot of plastic surgery to reshape.
It's at that point, it's not even like attractive anymore. Like, I mean, I don't like girls, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I feel like you can get a booty to where you have a nice booty that, you know, looks like, you know, something that somebody would want to grab on. But then you get to a point where it's like, that's just too much ass. Like, too much ass. Like, it's not cute anymore. You look like a Bug's Life. Like, you look weird, and it's not cute anymore. So the really
shape their body.
hold on, really the 1,200 was pushing it, and to go get a whole another 900, way overboard.
You may know some celebrities, some singers, some rappers, some actors who have figures similar to this, and most likely they're not realistic either. I do want to commend her, though, in that she's happy. She appears to love her body. These just aren't operations that I would recommend.
It kind of took on a flat surface.
What do you think is the way to correct that?
A little bit more fat grafting.
To bring out the flatter
Yeah.
areas. Okay.
Today, you have met Superwoman.
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 What's that?
Super means super.
I get that,
Okay.
but what is
Like super dumb.
Super booty, not super booty. Super booty. Super booty.
So now she has 2,100 cc's of fat into her butt, and she wants more injected. A couple of things that I would wonder in this situation. Number one, where's the fat going to come from? I mean, she doesn't appear to have fat hardly anywhere else in the body, and in order to inject it into the butt, you need to have fat to harvest. And number two, this is the most dangerous cosmetic surgery being performed today, BBL. When we take fat from one part of the body and inject it into the butt, the main risk is of a fat embolism. That fat can accidentally be injected into the large veins of the butt, and that can actually go to the lungs and kill somebody like that. And the way to describe it, it's like you're watching Star Wars and those missiles go into the Death Star and the Death Star blows up. This is like the Death Star. If this happens to you, within literally a minute or two, you could be dead from this operation. And that's why you have to be very careful. There are recent studies even that show that the fat doesn't even have to be injected into the blood vessel. It can be injected around that blood vessel. And when you have so much tension in the butt from that fat, the fat can actually go through micro tears of the blood vessel to enter the bloodstream. So you don't even have to inject it accidentally into the blood vessel. It can actually seep through on its own. It is absolutely frightening.
When you fill up a fat compartment, there's arteries, veins, and the fat. These veins are connected to the main veins, which lead to the lung. If fat goes over to the lung, you don't just get a little short of breath, you die. Do not stick any more fat in that butt.
I sense the genuine.
Oh yeah. Patricia is listening to us, and we're getting through to her. Enough is enough.
I'm so glad that Dr. Dubrow said enough is enough. As plastic surgeons, it is our job to help patients advocate for themselves. And sometimes patients don't realize the potential risks of operations, or they're willing to undergo an operation even though it could be potentially dangerous. Make sure you research your doctor very, very well, because once again, this is the most dangerous operation.
Okay, sorry, I was trying to pause it. That's the true sign of a good doctor, is because, like, I feel like a lot of doctors just want the money, so they will do whatever you ask them to do and throw caution and common sense and knowledge to the wind and just see dollar signs and just take your money and run, and they don't care what happens to you afterwards, which I feel like is very, like, risky and just reckless and stuff. But some people are like that. But if you get a doctor that says, hey, this is the risk that you're running doing this, there's a high probability, or whatever, you know, the case may be, you really shouldn't do this, that is a good person, because yeah, he's missing out on that money, but at the same time, he just could have potentially saved a life. Probably so, saved her life by telling her, hey, enough is enough. Don't do this, I'm telling you. Because then at that point, if she does it, she knew the risk. So, you know, even if she passes, she can't even, like, the family can't even sue, because they told her the risk and she did it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you got to listen to these doctors when they're telling you, hey, don't do it. I personally didn't know that, you know, BBL was so risky. Like, I've seen, like, so many people are doing it now, especially, like, all over YouTube, people are doing it. I've even, you know, contemplated, you know, once I get on a certain status, doing it myself. But after hearing the risk, I'll hit the squats. Trust, I'll just hit the squats and, you know, give me a booty that way. Because to me, what he's talking about, it ain't worth the risk. So that's crazy. But anyway, let's get back into it.
Cosmetic operation being performed today. And if you would like your buttocks slightly larger and lifted, and you want to avoid the risks of surgery like this, then you may want to consider a device like Sculpt. Sculpt is a device, it's a new device that utilizes electromagnetic energy to stimulate your muscles to contract 20,000 times over a half hour. And this is a natural buttock enhancing, buttock lifting treatment that has very, very, very little risk. At most, you may get some cramping, and that's about it afterwards. So if you're thinking about getting BBL surgery, you're afraid of it now, and you want something that is completely safe, check out Sculpt. Well, that was a lot of fun. I'm so glad that Dr. Nassif...
Now, I don't know if he's being sponsored by Sculpt, or that's his own product, or, you know, if he has any hidden agenda behind pushing that product, but I mean, that does sound like a good thing to look into rather than doing this BBL, because the risk, honey, no. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. That was Plastic Surgeon Reacts to Botched, How Big is Too Big. Let me know what you guys would like to see down in the comments. And yeah, until next time, you guys, stay sweet, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.